Yep, Mike Moffler here, fire control technician, second class, worked in the 51 Charlie radar. Spent 4.5 years on the old thing. Glad to see everybody here this time. First time I made it. Everybody wanted to see me before. They're all glad that I'm here, and I'm glad to see a lot of them. Looking forward to coming again in the future sometime. If I can make it, we'll make it.
My name is Brian Smith. I was on the Brooke in 1966 through about 1969. I transferred off, went to the McCormick when I left the Brooke. I worked in 51 Charlie and then eventually in the 52 radar room before I left. Had a great time. It's my third reunion, and looking forward to the rest of them.
Okay, Dan Berniak, electronic technician, on board Brooke 65 through 68. A proud plank owner. We're at the Saturday evening dinner in San Diego, and I'm with my better half, Rita.
Hi, yeah, this is Jerry Lipham. I was a fire control technician, missile. Worked in the 39A radar. I was on there from 1964 to 1966. This is my wife, Maddie, and she's been a part of me for 49 years now. We're about to celebrate our 49th wedding anniversary.
FTG1, 65 to 67. Then I quit the Navy. You guys successfully got me out.
Anyway, I'm his wife of 47 years.
What are you doing now?
Pardon?
What have you been doing recently?
Retired, so I'm doing a lot of charity work and spending time with 6 grandchildren. And that keeps us busy. We love it.
Hi there, I'm Rick Holmes. Joined the Brooke in 1966 when it first arrived in San Diego from up north after commissioning. Went aboard as a undesignated seaman, and they talked me into becoming a radarman, which I thoroughly enjoyed. Served on board through our first cruise. Came home after the first cruise and left the Brooke in 1968. This is my wife, Linda, and we've got kids galore and grandkids galore and live in Olympia, Washington now.
I'm Hank Howry. I came on the Brooke in 1965. Did the pre-commission detail, commissioned it, went through all the training and made the first Westpac cruise. As soon as I got back, I got out. Lost track of these guys for 40 years, and it's my 4th reunion, and it has been a lot of fun, a whole lot of fun. Getting reacquainted with these guys, hearing some sea stories over and over again, the same stories that I've forgotten about.
Hello, this is my wife, Glenda. I met Glenda my last year in the Navy, and we got married shortly afterwards. We're going to be celebrating 40 years this month.
Hello, shipmates. Welcome to our reunion. I'm IC3 Tony Prissy. And if anybody ever came down to IC Gyro, you would have seen Popeye ICFA on my cabinets. Welcome, everybody. We're having a great time working for the MTA. I've had about 42 years of railroading. This is my wife, Roberta. I'd like to be called Robin.
I can't believe you just said that on a camera.
I know that, but this is her real name.
Her
name is Robin.
So in trouble.
She's JPL NASA. Yeah, JPL NASA. Now I guess to go to my rack and down the sofa again. Okay. So anyways, we're happy to be here. We came down here, and thank you very much.
This is my wife, Kathleen. We married
in 1953 on the 4th of July.
Yes. In Memphis, Tennessee, before I ever went to OCS. We had 4 kids in 3.5 years, and I couldn't afford her on the money I was making, so I had to go to OCS, make ends, get a pay raise.
Hi, I'm Jim Hanna. I was a PN1 on the Brooke when it was commissioned, plank owner. I left the Brooke, stayed in the Navy another 15 years or so. Retired as a Master Chief PN. This is my wife, Betty, of 44 years. We have 4 children.
I'm sorry about
We
that.
live in Weatherford, Texas at this time. We've been to the past 7 reunions, and we'll as long as we
You
can.
gotta have some damn hips to do a hula.
I was a second class FTM on the Brooke. Name is Secrest. Since I got out of the Navy, I finished college and was employed by my local utility, and I've been retired the last 5 years.
Okay, I am Ed Giblin's wife. He was a chief signalman, bank owner on the Brook, put it into commission in Bremerton. We were married for several years, had 2 daughters. He came back to San Diego to be home ported. From here he went to NTC and then to the Kilauea in San Francisco where he retired in 71.
I was Charles Hunt. I was a chief sonar technician. I was on the Brook from 1964 to 1967.
Okay, I'm Robert Jones. I was aboard the Brook from June 1966 till July 1968. I was a boilerman. I joined the ship. My brother was already stationed aboard, so we had a year's brother duty together. When he left the ship in 1967, then I continued into Westpac on the first trip. Came back, got out of the service, went home, married my sweetheart Diane that I had met in high school. We've been married a total of 40 plus years now. We raised 4 children, and we have, 7 grandkids, 8 grandkids?
I'm Dennis Gale from Ocala, Florida. I joined the Brook in 1977, and I sailed on her 2 Westpacs all the way till 1980 when I put her in the yards. And this is my wife, Mila, from the Philippines.
Hello.
And that's about it. I'm happy to be here.
What do you do on the Brook?
I was a hospital corpsman, the doc. I was your medical department representative.
Okay, my name is Jim McLean. I was a chief storekeeper aboard the Brook. I reported aboard the Brook up in Seattle. On August 14th, 1964, I was the very first enlisted man that ever reported in. Well, not ever reported in, but the very first one. It was a very rewarding tour of duty, and I enjoyed the Brook very much.
Hi, my name is Don Guyton. I was STG 3 back in 72 to 75. We're here in San Diego and enjoying it. I just wish the heck I could get the rest of the guys out here. Hopefully moving back to the East Coast. I'm looking forward to getting you guys from the early 70s. Oh, I want to introduce my boss. Maybe some of you guys remember him. Mr. John Shumless.
Hi, John Shumless here. I was on board the Brook from 1971 to 1974. I was the ASW officer, and I agree with what Donnie Guyton said. Get on board with this program. It's really great, and I hope to see you all real soon.
Okay, my name's Dan Renne. This is my wife, Vicki Renne. I was on in 1968 71. I was a sonar technician. I re-enlisted on the Brook and went to sea school for sonar technician. Didn't come back, went to another ship. Right now I'm retired. I retired from Hill's Pet Nutrition at 55 and went to work part-time at a senior citizens center. That's about it.
I'm his wife, Vicki, and we got married in June of '69 while he was aboard the Brook. And we had our first child, Daniel, in 1971 March when he was aboard the Brook. And we lived in National City, Chula Vista, and San Diego and really enjoyed it.